I've built some pretty crazy automations over the last few years. With Claude Code coming out, it completely changed the way we do things. I've since used it to build custom internal tools for our clients, automate workflows, and set up AI agents that go way beyond what a typical automation can do. And most business owners I talk to still think it's too complex, or that it's only for developers. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Claude Code to save yourself a bunch of time by implementing it into your sales, your operations, and pretty much any part of your business. Let's get into it. So real quick, I want to just clear the air and explain what Claude Code is. Claude Code is Anthropic's agentic coding tool. So it runs in your terminal, IDE, or desktop app and uses Claude to read your code bases, write and edit files, and run commands. So what this means is that you have something that can build tools, automations, and systems completely off the way that you describe it. What makes this powerful for business owners is that you don't need to understand the code at all. All you really need to do is describe what you want, and Claude figures out how to build it. Now, when you pair this with an actual developer, Claude Code gets even more powerful. That's because a developer can understand the architecture behind what Claude Code generates. They can catch issues, improve the structure, and build faster and more efficiently than either one could alone. Even without a developer, a business owner alone can get a lot done. And that's what I'm going to be talking about here. So let's get started with the first use case, which is building custom apps and internal tools. Claude Code can build full functional tools like dashboards, internal portals, and client-facing apps without you needing to write a single line of code yourself. These are tools that will normally cost you thousands of dollars and have a developer build from scratch. So on the screen here, I have an example of a dashboard that I built using Claude Code. This is for a business. The numbers on the screen aren't the exact copy of what the business has. These are just example numbers. So the beauty of this dashboard is that the agent was able to go into the different software that their business is running on and pull relevant data and use the LLM to gather the data and put it into one consolidated dashboard. That way the business owner can make decisions on their sales data without needing to worry about finding all of the data points themselves. This entire dashboard was created by just simply asking Claude Code to create it. I went into Claude Code and I started asking the different pieces, such as I want to pull sales data from my CRM, Close.com. From there, it asked a list of questions that helped me connect Close to the dashboard. Now, I didn't just ask random questions. I asked specific questions such as, is this the best method? Should I pull directly from Close CRM, or is there another way that's most optimal? Turns out there was a better way, and instead we created a database that the agent could work with. That way the dashboard doesn't pull data from the source every single time, which would have increased load times as well as increased token usage. So then we have automations and workflows, which is one of the most common things that I build for clients. In fact, the dashboard that I showed prior uses a combination of the dashboard's creation as well as automations and workflows intertwined. So pretty much any process in your business that follows a repeatable sequence of steps is something Claude Code can help you automate. So this could be things like lead routing, client onboarding, reporting, or follow-up sequences. So the same way that you would create an automation, you have a trigger, you have Claude Code run the actual workflow. So if we were to draw out an automation, it would be something like this, right? It'd be trigger, automation piece, and then you get to your outcome. So this is outcome. And yeah, so this is the trigger. And normally we would have to put multiple steps inside of this middle piece where we have complex logic, we work with different tools, we work with different databases. But in this case, we can kind of replace this centerpiece with Claude Code. And Claude Code will build out the actual workflow in a fraction of the time. And you can see here some examples of like route to the rep or send follow-up or log into the CRM. So there are many different executions that we're able to build within Claude Code as well. So on the screen now, this is an example of an automation that we built out agentically. This is a simple lead capture automation. In the past, we'd build out these automations in make.com and NAN, and these flows are great and they work perfectly, but from an agent, we're able to get the exact same flow, repeatable, with a fraction of the time that it takes to build it. So in this case, I had it map out an architecture.md file that provides a good understanding of what this agent does. So first, whenever someone books a meeting on my Calendly, a webhook of invitee created goes into Modal, which is a tool that can be used for hosting webhooks. It will receive a post request with a Calendly payload and forward to the orchestration layer. The webhook is then processed, and now that it's here, it will parse the Calendly payload, so it's just gathering that information. Remember, understanding the code behind this isn't necessary anymore because Claude Code builds it out for you. If there are some terms in here as well that you don't understand, you can simply ask Claude Code to elaborate more so you have a better understanding of what's being built in the background. As long as you have a good understanding of what you want and what the best outcome is, you're able to just ask Claude Code and it will give you the steps to build it out. So second, we have this orchestration layer where it will parse the Calendly payload, extract email name, phone, and event details, map custom QA to Close.io fields. So Close is a CRM of our choosing. Search Close.io by email, and I think they actually recently changed to Close.com. And decision create a new update existing. So this is like that logic that we would normally need to build inside of make.com something that looks like this. Now we actually get to the execution layer. And this is where the beauty of these AI agents really come in. When we work with things like LLMs, they don't have the ability to actually impact and do actions. When we have an agent, we're able to write code that would pretty much do the action itself. So Claude Code is able to write the actions as well as orchestrate the solution to your problem. So here you can see we have the execution layer where we have search lead by email, create lead, update lead, add note to lead, and handle rate limits, retries, and errors. So these are functions that Claude Code wrote such that when we run this lead capture agent, the same outcome happens every single time because we're relying on code rather than the LLM that wrote the code to do the work. We have one last HTTPS API call that connects to the closed CRM where a lead will be created or updated, contact information saved, custom fields populated, and activity note added, all from a Calendly booking. A full lead capture automation built in around 10 minutes of just having a conversation. By the way, if you're a business owner and you want to know exactly what pieces of your business you can automate right now, I do free automation audits where I map out your entire operations and show you where you can be saving the most amount of time. You can just click the first link below to book your spot. Now let's keep going. So next we get to AI agents. So using Claude Code to build AI agents is one of the most underestimated use cases. I know I mentioned agents whenever I was explaining the AI automation section. So real quick, I'm going to explain the difference between the two. So a regular automation follows a fixed sequence of steps. So this would be step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Same path every single time. In the previous section where I was talking about automations and workflows using Claude Code, this just meant we were building an automation using Claude Code. Automations, like I mentioned here, is a fixed sequence of steps. In the previous section, I said that Claude Code can help us generate these steps. It'll create the executions, it'll create the filter logic, and it will help you set up the trigger using a webhook. Now, when we talk about AI agents, this is where it gets a bit more different. AI agents, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, what happens is we have a step that has the ability to make a decision. So for example, let's say I have an automation and the trigger is about the same every single time. So let's call this the trigger. And this trigger that happens moves to the next step. An automation, this step might be something that's static. It would be something like pull information from my CRM. In this case, we might not want something as static as that, because what if there isn't information from the CRM? Instead, we can make this module a bit more complex. That's where an AI agent will shine. So an AI agent should be able to make decisions along the way, such that instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 1, 2, and then we can go 3, 4, or 5, depending on what would be the best case scenario. In any case, the agent creates a loop right here that we will allow the decision maker, which is the LLM, to choose what would be the best option for the rest of the flow. So hopefully that makes sense. In summary, an AI agent is simply an automation that has the ability to make decisions along the way and change the route depending on the situation. Now, the reason why Claude Code can build these is because it generates code that connects to APIs and MCPs. API stands for Application Programming Interface, which is like the connection point between two pieces of software. So we might have app A and app B. APIs allow us to make requests to the back end of these different apps, as well as get responses. So we're able to connect two tools together. A simple example of this is taking something like an automation, and let's say we want to get an email. So we want to pull emails from something like Gmail. So let's say we have Gmail. Now, Gmail has an API that's accessible. So what we could do inside of our automation or inside of our app or whatever structure we're building this in, we can write a line of code, and this line of code will just be an API request that will send information over to Gmail servers, pretty much asking, we want this. And we don't need to get too deep into it because at the end of the day, as a business owner, you want to focus on your business. Claude Code will focus on writing the code. So it will send a request over to Gmail, and Gmail will send a response back. So we might ask, hey, I want the latest email. We send that over to Gmail. Gmail says, okay, here's the latest email, and it will send that back over. Now, the other piece is the MCP. So an MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol, is a standard way for AI models to connect with external tools and services. Kind of understanding this, you can see how an agent, something like Claude Code, can connect to so many different pieces. But the main difference behind this is that an MCP pretty much allows all APIs to be accessed at once. So it's building one framework that has every single API inside of it. So we have API, and each of these can be connected through one port. A good analogy of this that I heard in the past was USB-C. So it used to be you would need different USBs, you need USB-A, USB-B, but all of that changed when the USB-C came out, and suddenly everything, all possibilities could be done with that one cable. That's kind of the idea of an MCP. You connect the MCP one time and you have access to all APIs. So over here it kind of explains API is one-to-one, MCP is one-to-many. That's pretty much the gist. Instead of just answering a question, your agent can send an email, pull data from a database, scrape information information from a website or trigger something in another tool entirely. Because Claude Code can also coordinate how all of these pieces of an agent communicate with each other, you can build something that takes in a trigger, processes information, makes a decision, all without a human touching it. A good example of this is a project management agent I built for a client. You can see here underneath the execution folder, we have a bunch of Python files. Each one of these Python files connect to different APIs or MCPs that allows us to use different technologies. In this case, we might be able to use the Slack MCP to go through every single client channel, every single team member channel, and bring a consolidated report based off the data without needing to connect to every single API that says pull message, pull thread, pull recency based off this date. We're able to get all of those APIs and all of that data simply by connecting to one port. Another good example for APIs is if we want to just send a message, a singular message, we connected to the Slack messaging API to send reminders to the project manager or the owner, or send reminders over to editors that had something due that day. All right, so from there, we now reach data analysis and debugging. So if you have a large data set and you need to pull insights from it, Claude Code can write the code to process it and give you exactly what you're looking for. And if you have an existing system that's not working correctly, you can feed it to Claude Code and have it identify and fix the issue. So in the past, when I would need to sit down and read code for hours just trying to find one bug, you're able to give the entire folder straight to Claude Code and simply ask for the output. And lastly, there are two more things inside of the Claude ecosystem that you should know about. The first is Claude Skills. A skill is basically a folder of instructions, scripts, and resources that teaches Claude how to do a task consistently. So you're able to use skills that already exist or build your own based off your knowledge. A really good example that I found online was Marketing Skills by Corey Haynes 31. There are so many GitHub repositories with skills that have been already created by users that do a phenomenal job for doing the tasks within your business. So this Marketing Skills repository has information about SEO and content, CRO, content and copy, paid and measurement, growth and retention, sales and go-to-market, and as well as strategy. And it has so many different skills, so things like copywriting or copy edit or paid ads or referral, that you don't need to teach Claude, or Claude doesn't need to do research in order to be good at it. You're able to feed this repository into Claude Code and it will have full context based off a model that's already trained. And then there's Claude Cowork. So think of this as the non-coder cousin of Claude Code. It has the same LLM capabilities, but instead of living in a terminal and writing code, it runs as a desktop app and works directly with your files, folders, and everyday apps. So while Claude Code is where you build a tool, Cowork is where you point Claude at a messy folder of client documents and say, organize these. Pull out key data and draft a summary report. All you need to do is describe the task, it plans it, and it does the work. So for business owners who aren't technical, this is probably the faster entry point. You don't need to install anything into the terminal or touch code. You just describe the task and let it work. So if you're a business owner and you're watching this thinking about all the tools and automations you could be building, or all the manual work that's still taking up your time, you can click the first link in the description and book an automation audit call with me. On that call, I'll map out your entire business, show you exactly where you could be saving time, and then build a prioritized list for what to automate first. We've already done this for dozens of businesses, and I have a bunch of testimonials on this same YouTube channel where they explained how we saved time for their business. So again, you could book that free audit call down below. And if you want to learn more of how to implement AI and automations in your business, then check this video next.